Hallo, ek is Iti. Welkom by my kanaal waar ons als saam doen. Some ocean creature vocabulary just for you. First off, we have dolfijn. That is a dolphin. Then we have rob, which is a seal. Then walvis, a whale. Moordwalvis, that is a killer whale. Then we have hai, which is a shark. And then we have the very famous one, witdoodshaai, which literally translated means white death shark. But in English, it is a great white shark. Ysbeer, polar bear. Seeleeuw, which is a sea lion, often confused with a rop, which is a seal, but the sea lions are much larger. Lamantijn, that is a manatee. Walrus, a walrus, just pronounced differently. And then we have sea otter, which is a sea otter, and just a regular otter is just a otter, of a varswater otter, which is freshwater otter. Now, there are many different kind of fish, as you know. I will not go into every Afrikaans name for every kind of fish because we will be here forever. But I'm giving you the general terms so that you can use these terms in discussion in relation to the ocean. So we have vis, which is fish. Salm, which is salmon. Tuna, which is tuna, the same thing. Seeperd or seeperkie, which is a seahorse. We often will refer to them as seeperkie, the diminutive term, but you can both say seeperd and seeperkie, which is both acceptable. Mantarog, manta ray. Then we have pylstert, which literally translated means arrow tail, but the English for that is stingray. Then our eight-legged friend, seekat. Seekat is an octopus, but literally translated, it means ocean cat or sea cat. Pylinkvis, or just inkvis, is a squid. And then you'll see another word there, which is chokka. Chokka is usually a colloquial term that we use to refer to squid when it's used as bait for fishing. So then it's chokka. Jellyfish. Krap, also a verb, which means to scratch. But in this case, the noun means crab. Then we have kreef, it's a lobster. Garnaal, a shrimp. And seester is a starfish. And then these cute creatures, what we call pampoentjies. Now, pampoentjies means small pumpkins. And this is our word for a sea urchin. But we do have a legitimate word, seeegel, which for the most part we don't use. If we talk about a pampoentjie in relation to the ocean or the beach, we mean a sea urchin that has died, and then you find the shell, which is that green one with the patterns on it, or maybe it's a bit not so green anymore. But the shell, we call pampoentjies. When they're in the ocean, we'll still refer to a pampoentjie that's alive because we know what we mean. But it's also a seeegel if you really want to go for the actual term. And all of it's a sea urchin, just sea urchin alive and sea urchin not alive. And then we have seeskilpad, which is a sea turtle. And skilpad is just a turtle. And then we have seeslang, which is a sea snake. And lastly, we have seemew, which is your seagull. Now, I know it's not an ocean creature technically, but because it is part of the beach and the ocean as a whole, and you find them there, I included it. And then we have koraal, koraal, which is coral. Then plankton, 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 same thing, just different pronunciation. And then we have anemoon, anemoon, which is an anemone. That was it for sea creature vocabulary. If you have any other sea creatures that I did not mention in this that you want the translation for, please leave it in the comment section. This is the first video I film in a long time. As you can see, I now have a lapel mic, which I had to buy for my swim coach exam that I did. I had to film myself coaching. And we have a lot of wind, there's a lot of noise, so I had to get a special mic for it. And now I'm using it for the channel. But I hope that on the same day that I'm filming this, I'm also going to do a live in the evening. And then I'll tell you guys all about my year, and you can tell me all about your year. But I really wanted to make a few videos before I go into the second half of the summer season, because the second half is going to be even more busy than the first half of the swimming summer season. And I just wanted to touch base and give you something new to learn. And hopefully, when I get to the winter, my swimming will be on a far smaller scale, the coaching, and then I can make more videos again. Have an awesome day. I hope you enjoy this vocabulary. I'll see you in the next video.